Geno Smith, we got to talk about him because there were some big issues there. He had an up and down day, and I would say mostly down for the most. Like, I mean, he made some good throws, and like JSN and him like hooked up pretty good, but he also made some really dumb throws, like complete ghost throws to the Rams. There was one interception where there was nobody around, and he just threw the ball to the defense.
So, Ryan, he had 3 picks, and he could have easily had 5 or 6. I mean, he tried to throw it to him a couple extra times.
Okay, so the question here in the show script, just to be transparent, is what do they do, or what should they do with him after the season? I want to know what they should do during the season, too.
Okay, well, I can answer that. Nothing. During the season, you ride with Geno because there's no option. Geno is good. He's good. But here's the thing for Geno. It kind of falls back to what we said about the Dolphins and McDaniel. Against bad teams, he's spectacular. And against good teams is when you start to see the struggles. Now, it's catch-22 because take away the picks today. Take away the interceptions. Geno is good. Like, he's really good. But you cannot have the interceptions he has. And like you said, Ryan, it's not just, he made a bad mistake. It's literally you look at it and you're like, dude, what the hell were you looking at? Or like he gets pressured and gets forced out and just throws it up for grabs. I know the Seahawks offensive line is bad. We said this preseason.
And it's bruised.
No doubt. No doubt. But we talked about that this preseason, how the offensive line was going to be an issue. It is. So I don't envy him in that position, but he tries to force the ball so often. Geno Smith is what he has been in Seattle. He is a great bridge quarterback. By definition, he is the perfect guy to come in, be good, be serviceable, get you wins, maybe make the playoffs until you can get in another guy. I know the quarterback draft class this next year is, poor, but I think the Seahawks need to be incredibly aggressive in pursuing a quarterback in some way, because in my opinion, even though if I was a Seahawks fan, I would be thankful for what he's done. I would say, hey, you're a good player, you're solid, but we cannot start another season with Geno at quarterback. I think it's time to start, figuring out the transition.
Yeah, but as of right now, he's doing what he's doing what they need him to do. He's playing status quo football, right? He's being that bridge quarterback, like you said. Now, who they get in the draft, who they could try to trade up and get, because the problem is, like, Geno's good enough to keep you middle of the road where you don't get that, like, gorgeous draft pick and get exactly who you want.
Well, especially next year when there's, like, no quarter, there might be Shadur Sanders is probably going to be number 1, and after that, it's a big drop-off.
Yeah, Cam Ward's probably the second.
And that's probably it. Those are probably the only 2 legit, like, guys to go grab.
Quinn Ewers?
Ewers?
I don't know how to say his last name. Yeah, well, I'm just saying that's the top 3 right now. So,
I know.
But if you don't hit one of those 2, like maybe Cam Ward could be that guy for you. But, I mean, overall, like, if you could get Cam Ward and sit him behind Geno for a year, that may be worthwhile. That's all I'm saying.